All right, my people, welcome back to Gospel News, where they give on a Ogbonge update. Let's go straight, no time to waste time. They say that Britain is requesting for the return of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. Bring Nnamdi Kanu home to Britain, demand Frederick Fawcett. And this man now, some people say that he was Ojuku's ally during the olden days, but the man now, he don't still remember this thing concerning Biafra, that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has been incarcerated by the Nigerian government. So he is currently demanding for the return of Nnamdi Kanu to the UK. We are going to be looking deep into that information. And here we also have Ohaneze Ndigbo begging the British government to help them in granting clemency to jailed ex-Senate President Ekweremadu. So like this, Nana Ekweremadu now, he don't go jail for UK. Sorry you, may God no allow them. May they kill for there. May we go straight into the reason why we are here. And then they said when they take the bomb baby now for Nigeria, said it's done too much. I'm gonna see this video first of all before we go into full details of what carry us come here today. Oh yeah. This matter now happened, they say it happened around the border area where our people, they produce babies. I don't know what thing they happen for this country when people just they bomb Pekin. Anyhow, waiting be this. And it be like say they even get men where be say they date 24/7 to keep the the operation going. We be saying now then they knock, they pull fire. Make the baby quick born. Maybe in 6 months, one baby don't come. In 6 months, one baby don't come because the man, get another work. Now to the fire. Now wow. My people, the country where they happen for Nigeria, no be waiting. They go use mouth. They talk. They done too much. I swear, they done too much. So Mona just watch them. Mona see before we go into details.
Gambo. I'm the commander 23 Armored Brigade here in Yola. Our troops on special operation in conjunction with the Department of State Security Services.
Yes,
we're on special operation and they bumped into a baby-making factory between the borders of Cameroon and Nigeria at Bele. And they were able to apprehend 7 suspects and 17 young girls who are between the ages of 19 and 21.
Oh, wow.
We equally have 2 infants amongst them. And presently, we have just brought them to the brigade headquarters. We are trying to profile them, and then we'll subsequently hand them over to the Department of State Security Services. Having said this, I want to advise all parents to keep an eye
on their children in the first place.
And equally for criminals that are trying to hibernate in Adamawa State, I will advise you to stay out of Adamawa State.
All right, and I don't see the way they say, the way when they take the hammer for Nigeria now, especially now when they say rain, they fall up and down. I say the county where the people, they do this, say no be smarting every day. Now, so now the wire. This number now where we get, they say Nigeria are 250 million. I be how many million people? I don't be surprised that before 2025, they go say Nigeria don't reach 300 million because the way we not take the wire. I don't understand again. Let's go straight and find out what this man is saying concerning Nnamdi Kanu, who should be returned to the UK. Nnamdi Kanu, a British national, is being held in Nigeria, and his family says he is failing health. He is in failing health, denied all medical help, and regularly beaten up. Mamma mia, this is unacceptable. A few days ago, I have never heard of Nnamdi Kanu, and the chances are neither had you. So briefly, he is 55 and was born and raised in Nigeria, specifically Eastern Nigeria, which was involved in a civil war with the federal government of Nigeria. The issue then was the desire of his Igbo people, the majority in Eastern Nigeria, to separate as a new republic of Biafra. It was defeated and reabsorbed, but in adulthood, this has become his life course. This is the recreation as it vanished. So without all this so much story, this man here is demanding that Nnamdi Kanu should be returned back to the United Kingdom. Make a con stay there because a court of competent jurisdiction has ruled that this man has not committed any crime. In fact, especially over the extraordinary rendition that he had from the Nigeria government, he should be returned back immediately. Okay, so far so remote from all of us, but he is now and has been for many years a British citizen. Okay, one of these is the consular service, which is supposed to do all it can to help us. To help him if we ever get into any form of trouble abroad. Several times in my life, I have felt that stiff blue passport in my breakfast pocket, a very comforting bulge. So they say that despite having the British passport, that this thing has not given any form of succor to aid the release of this man. Rather, the Nigerian government has abandoned, the British government has abandoned him in all ramifications. So that is why this man came out quickly to say that he should be released, make it go back to Britain, where he was before this incident took place. And moving away from that, so thank you very much, Mr. Frederick Fawcett, for that very clarion call for his release. I hope that the Nigerian government will do the needful. And I wish we have many men of valor like you who can come out to speak up and demand justice over what is happening to this man. I think it should have made a lot of sense, but it is quite unfortunate that a lot of people whom we look up to have failed to live up to expectations. Now, let's move away from there very, very quickly. Ohaneze Ndigbo begs British government to grant clemency to jailed ex-Senate President Ike Ekweremadu. The Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization Ohaneze Ndigbo has begged every time now na they beg Ohaneze. Everything about una na beg, una they beg Tinubu, una they beg Buhari, una they beg British government. Una they beg anybody we una see where we say he dey beggable. Anybody we say he dey beggable, una must beg that person. Waiting they happen. Now, Ohaneze Ndigbo has begged the British government for clemency on behalf of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, recently jailed in the United Kingdom. This man, who has been jailed in the UK, has not contributed in the development of his region, of his clan, of Igbo extraction of the Southeast. He has never worked for the development. Rather, he is working for poverty to continue against his own people. Ohaneze made the appeal on Tuesday when it received the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, Dr. Richard Montgomery, at the National Secretariat of Ohaneze Ndigbo in Enugu. Okay, remember I told you on the previous update that this guy went to Igbo and they told him that they needed development. Instead, we go focus on the government. Una go they tell outsiders say una need development. Ohaneze done the shameful now, small. The Apex Igbo body said it accepted the pronouncement of the trial court that approved over 10 years jail term for the ex-lawmaker in the matter of organ harvesting against him, his wife, and a medical doctor. During the meeting, one of the leaders of the pro-Igbo organization, Archbishop Emmanuel Chukwuma, said that Ndigbo will be happy should Ekweremadu's jail term be reduced. Oh, sorry. He said, there is a very important issue that we have to bring to your attention. You are aware of the case of Nigeria's former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, who was convicted and is in jail in your country. He is from this state, and we all know the circumstances that got him entangled in that unfortunate incident because he wanted to save his daughter. He is already serving a jail term. It's unfortunate, but it has happened. I testified for him during the trial, and in fact, the judge mentioned my name 2 times while delivering his judgment. But we are using the opportunity of your visit to ask for leniency for him so that he doesn't spend the number of years in jail. We have accepted the judgment, but we are seeing if there is anything that could be done to reduce the jail term. He's from this area, and if we don't bring this thing up as Ohaneze or from us here concerning this important son of Igbo land, it would be nice of us. We are quite overwhelmed, he added. Ohaneze Ndigbo President Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu appealed for the setting up of a British visa office in the southeast region. Wow. Okay, I hope they also demanded for Nnamdi Kanu's release. Let's continue to look into this. Iwanyanwu explained that the southeast accounts for over 60% of Nigerians traveling to the UK. He said it was unfair for them to be subjected to traveling to Abuja and Lagos to produce their visas or to procure their visas. Iwanyanwu, who recalled the enduring relationship between Nigeria and British government, also appealed for bilateral collaboration to grow and develop the economy of the region. He identified insecurity that has now culminated in a sit-at-home exercise on Mondays as part of the challenges threatening the economy of the region, explaining that the new leadership of Ndigbo was working hard to overcome it. Ohaneze Iwanyanwu said the Ohaneze Ndigbo would soon set up a business council of prominent businessmen. He said Ohaneze Ndigbo would like to collaborate with the Office of the Commission for Mutual Economic Benefit. And he also said that Ohaneze Ndigbo had placed a premium on education and agriculture and to engage the teeming youth in the region and reduce social malaise there. Earlier, Montgomery commended the leadership of the region for its efforts in maintaining peace in the country. He said his tour of the Southeast region will afford him the opportunity to interact with the people of the area in areas of mutual collaboration with the British government. And I hope they also talked about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, which is one of the, I think he talked about it on the previous update, which will bring a whole lot of calm in the southeastern region of the country. Anyways, I'll be leaving this update here. This Ike Ekweremadu, nobody is talking good about him, especially the Biafrans, whom he was serving as a Senate vice president. He never brought any form of development. In fact, I heard that a contract that would have brought a kidney hospital to the southeast, that he swallowed the money. Why won't God punish such people and put them in permanent jail? Anyways, just 10 years. I think that it's a small time for him to go there and learn his lessons and then come back. Since you people cannot develop your own region, una prefer to loot, send your children abroad because you people are fools. You don't have common sense. Una no fit develop on a place. Every day una they run go bodoibo. Run they go now. Do shiberi. I beg you. We'll go another news.